Today on the channel, we're back at it, living that Legion life with the Cavern Dwarf Legion Builder number 2.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Mythic Legions unboxing and review. And today on the channel, we got another Legion builder with the Cavern Dwarf Part 2. But of course, for all your dwarf needs and a whole lot more, hit up jaystoysandgames.com. Use discount code Kyle, save yourself 15%. Yes, you heard it right, 15% on all in-stock items. Got to get a deal out there. I say it all the time, Jay's the place to go. Check them out. Tell them Kyle sent you. But we're not the first time getting a dwarf in the Mythic Legions line. Feel like we kind of been here before. But we've got a few of these barbarian sorts as of late. So I figured let's keep that train a-rolling and pick this one up and do this right now. And that's what we're going to do. And of course, we're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. Love a good dwarf, love a good barbarian style, love a good beard, like a young Zakk Wylde, like a little Zakk Wylde here. Zakk joining the Bronze Age, I guess, or the Rust Age is what it looks like as well. Typical Mythic Legions packaging here, Mythic Legions right there on the side, affiliation on the side over here. Got the little blurb here, we're going to read this here in a second, and then on the back, of course, you get the gibber, you get the jabber, you get more of the story. You can pause the video, check that out if you want to read all that, but I will read the side here about the Cavern Dwarf 2 Legion Builder. The Kingdom of Ironhold is preparing for war, marching from their home deep in the Graven? All right, caverns. The army of King Brahman and Ironjaw has aligned under the banner of the Legion of Arether. Believing that their fortunes are assured by fighting alongside the god of war, the Cavern Dwarves follow their king's command. But do they march to glorious victory and future riches? Or will the decision lead to destruction of these once proud dwarven people? And if there's one thing I know about dwarven people, they're very proud people. Very proud. Some of the most proud people you'll run into, of course. A lot of dwarves running around. I was up in Wisconsin not too long ago. A lot of dwarves running around. See you later. Goodbye. Just hanging out, just chilling. Very proud people, but very nice people. I was up in Ripon, Wisconsin. There was a whole band of them just hanging out. See you later. Goodbye. Up high. See you later. Goodbye. Just salt of the earth. Salt of the earth is what they were. See you later once again. Big baggie of weapons and stuff. We'll dive into that here in a second. And then, of course, got this little guy looking very cool in the package. We're going to take this offline, get this out, get all this out. We'll be back talking all things Legion Builder, Cavern Dwarf. All right, diving into this Legion Builder here. Our favorite dwarf of the day is what this is. Dwarf of the day, a new segment on the channel. But we do get accessories, no extra hands with this one for those keeping track at home. Do got some shoulder protection. Gotta protect those shoulders, of course. Looking good, big warrior-like shoulder pads here. Plug into the back as we're used to with these. We've seen these before in the past. We get how this works by now. Now, cool thing is this is a Legion Builder. You get extra weapons, you get extra heads, you can mix and match. You can buy multiples of these, make them different, and voila, you got 2 separate characters. If that is your thing, I always want that to be my thing, but my finances just don't allow it to be my thing. And I think a lot of us are in that same boat, especially those living that Legion life. But looking good here, the shoulder pads. Put one on, put both on, leave them off, choose your own shoulder pad adventure. Big old shield going on right here. Big angry face right there leading the way. At the handle here, plugs out if you need to. Beautiful little shield action here. You just see this guy having this one. It's like his face, but unbearded is what this is. But big old shield ready to go. Of course, you got the strap on, and everybody likes to get the strap on every once in a while. Put this over the top. You can use this as storage. We see this with a lot of Legions, of course, as we know. Get the weapons, I guess. We get 2 different axes here, and I always think of dwarves. Swielding an axe. Schwielden? How about Wielden? Wielden an axe. I think of the dwarves with that. We got 2 different axe designs right here. Both looking good, both looking fairly ornate. This one's got the wooden handle. This has got more of a fancy handle to it. Both 2-bladed here. I can just see this guy swinging both of these going on. And once again, you buy 2 of these, you give 1 axe to one axe to the other, a shield and an axe, a shield and a hammer. mix it up, but very cool to see those right there. And then the last weapon's the big old hammer right here. Very, very cool, looking very nice. Now, I would say all this stuff in one color. There's not a lot of extra pizzazz, extra color detail to it. A lot of the Legion collectors do paint these and change them up. I get all that. That's not for me, though, as you guys know. But big hammer right here. Hate to be on the business end of that hammer, as we would imagine. Now we do get this second head here, and we do get all kinds of horns going on. And I guess that's where we'll dive into the heads right here. So we get 2 sets of horns. Do you like your long horn or you like your short horn? I don't know. I'm not sure. I guess you got to choose your own horn adventure, how you like it. But you want some big ones, you want some little ones. Choose your own horn adventure. They do connect to the helmets in the first head right here, right in the front. You got the spot to connect them, or don't if you want just 2 big cylinders right up there, but you connect it right to the head. Big old helmet, of course, non-removable on this one. Does look very cool. He's ready for war, that's for sure, but he does have a heck of a beard going on. He's got braided beard here like a young Zakk Wylde once again. Looking very cool in the head department. I think I prefer this head over the second head. This one is cool, but it is less personality, we'll say, on this one, because you got kind of like a sculpted in beard, I guess, part of the helmet, but no long beard on this one. But if you're army building, once again, 2 different characters here, but you got to choose which horn you want, which way you want it to go. There's a lot of different options, which is always cool. That's one thing the Legion collectors love. I imagine you're a Legion collector if you're watching this, or you're thinking about dabbling into it. You have different options you can use, so you can really make a lot of these figures your own, which is fun. There is something fun of that, if you can get that horn in. Of course, there's always that little sheet of paper. I give it the old see you later, but it always says, make sure you heat up everything so everything fits, and everything, the joints and stuff don't give you a hard time, kind of like this is doing. It's giving me a pretty hard time. Doesn't want to go in his ear for whatever reason. Is what it is. I'll play with it for the glamour shots, I guess. But looking good. You got to choose your own head adventure. Probably leaning towards this one. However, I have the other one that I have this head on, so maybe I will use this one. Got some decisions to be made, of course. But arms, of course, go all the way around like so. Single jointed elbow, back and forth, side to side. I have a little bit of looseness in this right arm. It did pop out on me for a second. Your mileage may vary. Of course, hands back and forth, side to side. Waist articulation, the big dumbbell joint, give you all kinds of movement there. Head back and forth, side to side. A little rough on the movement because of that long, big beard blocking some things, as you can imagine. Big old boot can get you right in the groin if you're not careful. Looking good there. Back, forth, side to side, out. Single jointed knee, of course, on this one. Very tight once again. Uh-oh, mine's off center as well. Uh-oh, gonna have to heat this guy up because his leg is off center for me. There we go. Okay, I got it. Didn't have to heat it up, but he does got it off center. So you always got to watch on these joints. Sometimes they're off. You try to bend them, they could break if they're not centered correctly. Pro tip out there. Big ball on the foot down here. Looks almost McFarlane-esque back in the day. Hated those, Todd McFarlane. Hate him right here as well. Not a fan of those balls right there because it just takes my eye away from everything. I like pinless joints. I don't like pins, and I don't like big balls and feet. Don't like big balls in my face either. Take that to the bank, of course. Back forth, side to side, up and down. He's got a shoe that looks almost like a little boat, but man, it's a big, big shoe. And I talked about it, give you the big boot to the groin. You don't want that shoe in your groin. That is for sure. Dangerous, dangerous looking guy. But an interesting dwarf here. He's got armor throughout his body. He is totally covered. There is no skin being shown, so it's got to be hot for this little guy. But he is well protected. Nothing's getting through this guy, I guess. But he's got the armor throughout on here. On the forearms, got the armored gloves going on, the chest protector, even got the sides over here to be protected. He's protecting his junk right here in the front. Looking very, very nice. A lot of protection on this guy. He is truly ready for the battlefield, I would say. And he's also ready to fit on a Mattel ringside collectible stand. Use discount code Kyle, save 10%. What do you know? Fits on that stand right there. So we get another dwarf in the collection as we build out our dwarf army, I guess. I'm all in on ordering more of these or getting more dwarfs. I love this kind of stuff. I love the barbarians. Probably my favorite type factions from the Mythic Legion universe, we'll call it. So I really do like this one a whole lot. Would love to pick up another one if there was a deal. Well, let's be honest, there's never some truly really good deals on the Mythic Legions. You're never going to find a Mythic Legion figure for $10 or $15. Just not going to happen. You might get lucky at $30 to $40 if you're really lucky. Most of the time, you're around the $50 price point. So that is what it is. But this one, a little bit cheaper, being a builder, of course. But of course, we got some other barbarians. We did just recently unbox this brand new barbarian on the channel. This one setting the internet by storm. This one going crazy on the aftermarket. It is the con exclusive here in 2025 for the Mythic Legions team. And then we just unboxed another Legion builder here. So I kind of imagine in my brain, and a lot of the Mythic Legion stuff, you can mix and match, do what you want, choose your own action figure adventure. To me, you get these barbarians, these big beards, and this is their little dwarf friend hanging out. He's, full of piss and vinegar. He's just an angry old dwarf. Maybe he's drunk all the time. Who knows? Very stereotypical of these barbarian drunken dwarves, of course. Like a young Hank once upon a time. Shout out to Hank the Angry Drunken Dwarf, of course. But looking really fun, a lot of fun with these Legions, and we're unboxing a ton of them here on the channel, so make sure you do subscribe. But what do you think about this bad boy here? Is this worth your time, worth a pickup for you? Let me know in the comments down below. And of course, you made it this far. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bell. We got videos every single day. And then some. We got even more content for you, of course, over there on Patreon. Patreon, the best way to support this YouTube channel and all the content it does bring. Don't forget about Pro Wrestling Tees. Search Kyle Peterson over there. SirPaul64 on the X, the _Kyle_Peterson Threads, Instagram, and of course, now on TikTok. So for a little barbarian, or maybe a dwarf as well, I am Kyle. See you guys all real soon.
Well, are we gonna dance or are we gonna play?
We're going to the end of